This presentation is what to expect for the Comprehensive Lesson Plan Project, also known as the CLPP. This presentation is for the Washington Union High School cohort. We'll start with logistics. The exam date is Friday, November 7th, 2014. The exam will start at 11:30 a.m. and end at 2:30 p.m., so please get there on time. And the location is the computer lab, ED 165. It's important to note that this exam is to be word processed, which means typed out. There is the option of handwriting the exam, but if you would like to have that opportunity, you need to send your request in writing to Dr. Jeannie Barrand by midnight on November 4th, and her email is listed there. It's jeanb@csufresno.edu. What does the CLPP test? The CLPP assesses the candidate's ability to analyze a lesson plan that's designed for all students in a classroom with a significant number of EL students, so English learners. There are TPs that are aligned to this exam. There are 4. The first is TPE 6B, which is Developmentally Appropriate Teaching Practices in grades 4 through 8. The second is TPE 7, which is Teaching English Learners. The third is TPE 8, Learning About Students. And the fourth is TPE 9, Instructional Planning. Overview. For the CLPP, we'll analyze a lesson plan designed for students in a classroom with a significant number of EL students. You will respond to analysis questions, basing your answers on the provided lesson plan and the description of your students and the teaching context. Finally, you will complete this project individually in an assigned session of 2.5 hours. Preparing for the performance assessment. Become familiar with the directions for the assessment. Read the analysis questions and scoring rubric provided. The rubric provides a description of the expectations at each level of quality and can be very useful in your general preparation. You may not bring notes or reference materials to the assessment session. And finally, review the appropriate TPEs. At the performance assessment session, also known as exam day, you will be provided with the following documents. You will be provided with the analysis questions, the rubric, the lesson plan that you'll be analyzing, and students in the teaching context, which is a narrative that describes the students for whom this lesson is designed, the resources and time allocations available to the teacher in this particular lesson, and the context of the lesson you'll be analyzing. So basically, the students in teaching context gives you kind of the scenario for which the lesson plan is being taught. You will carefully read students in the teaching context because, again, you're expected to analyze the lesson plan relative to this description. And then refer to the lesson plan and students in the teaching context as you answer each of the questions in the space provided. Guidelines. The successful completion of the project requires submission of a document that is easy for the evaluator to score, which means it's clear, succinct, readable, and on topic. These guidelines will be given to you at the exam session. Ownership. Complete the cover sheet including your name and student ID number, your university supervisor's name, and finally whether you are a single subject or multiple subject candidate and you are all single subject. Organizing your responses. Each question is numbered. Your response to the question should be written in the space provided following each question. Submitting your responses. When you have completed the comprehensive lesson plan project or when time has expired, you will submit your responses as directed and return all documents. And there will be proctors there at the exam, so they will help you through the process. Evaluation. An assessor who's been trained to score this specific task will evaluate each response using the attached rubrics designed for this project. Scores for each of the TPEs being assessed will be based on the scoring rubric designed for this project. The rubric focuses on the qualities embedded in each of the TPEs. Levels of proficiency are described across each row. You must receive a score of at least 2 on each TPE in order to satisfactorily fulfill the requirements of the project. Unsuccessful candidates will have an opportunity to remedy any portions rated as inadequate.